What if you could see the exact moment an entire city stopped living? Not just read about it in a history book, but witness the final desperate seconds of thousands of people frozen in time? On August 24th, 79 AD, time itself stopped in the Roman city of Pompeii. In an instant, people eating their lunch, children playing in the streets, lovers embracing, all were turned to stone. But beneath the layers of ash and volcanic rock, archaeologists have found more than just bodies. They've uncovered a mystery that has been waiting nearly 2,000 years to be solved. A story far darker and stranger than we ever imagined. Today, we journey back to that fateful day. We'll walk the streets of a city that was once the jewel of the Roman Empire, and we will uncover the chilling secrets that were buried along with its people. What really happened in the final hours of Pompeii? And what ancient mysteries are still hiding beneath the surface, waiting to be discovered? Join me as we unearth the truth behind the day the world stood still. Before the fire and the fury, Pompeii was a vision of paradise. Forget the image of a simple village. This was the Roman equivalent of Beverly Hills meets Las Vegas. A bustling metropolis of 20,000 souls, it was a playground for the rich and powerful. Imagine strolling down streets paved not with cobblestones, but with gleaming marble. Every corner revealed stunning, intricate mosaics depicting gods, heroes, and scenes of daily life in vibrant color. The city was alive with the sounds of commerce, politics, and pleasure. Grand villas with sprawling gardens and private fountains lined the avenues. These weren't just houses, they were palaces owned by wealthy merchants and retired senators who came to Pompeii to live out their days in luxury. Inside, the walls were covered in breathtaking frescoes, artwork so vivid they looked like they were painted yesterday. The city boasted 2 massive theaters, a giant amphitheater for gladiator games, dozens of bars, restaurants, and bakeries. There were public baths that were more like social clubs, and yes, even officially sanctioned brothels with their own unique and rather explicit wall art. Life was good, the soil was fertile, the wine was famous throughout the empire, and the city hummed with an energy of prosperity and confidence. And always, watching over them, was the majestic Mount Vesuvius. The people of Pompeii saw it not as a threat, but as a guardian. They built their homes in its shadow, grew their grapes on its slopes, and admired its serene beauty. They were completely unaware that the mountain wasn't sleeping. It was waiting, a geological time bomb ticking away, ready to unleash a hell on earth that no one could have ever conceived. The morning of August 24th, 79th AD, started like any other day in Pompeii. The markets were bustling, bread was baking, and politicians were debating in the forum. But around 1 o'clock in the afternoon, the world changed forever. A thunderous, earth-shattering explosion ripped through the sky. Mount Vesuvius, the gentle giant, had awakened. It blasted a column of smoke, ash, and pumice stone more than 20 miles into the stratosphere. The sun vanished. The sky turned black as night, illuminated only by flashes of volcanic lightning. Panic erupted. The air filled with a suffocating, gritty rain of ash and small stones. It fell relentlessly, piling up inches, then feet, every hour. The weight was immense. Roofs began to groan and then collapse, crushing those who had sought shelter inside their homes. Thousands fled towards the sea, desperate to escape the choking darkness, while others huddled in their cellars, praying to their gods for salvation. But the worst was yet to come. As dawn broke the next day, it wasn't the sun that rose over Pompeii. It was a monstrous, superheated cloud of gas and molten rock, known as a pyroclastic surge. It raced down the slopes of Vesuvius at over 100 miles per hour, an unstoppable wall of death. The temperature inside this cloud was over 500 degrees Celsius, hot enough to kill a person instantly. It vaporized everything in its path, In a single, silent, terrifying moment, every living thing left in Pompeii was gone. The city wasn't just destroyed, it was flash-cooked and then buried, sealed beneath a 30-foot deep tomb of ash, perfectly preserved, perfectly frozen, waiting for nearly 2 millennia to tell its horrific story. For over 2,600 years, Pompeii lay forgotten, a lost city of legend. Then, in 1748, a group of Spanish surveyors stumbled upon it by accident. As excavations began, the workers made a truly haunting discovery. Scattered throughout the hardened ash were strange, hollow cavities. They were voids, left behind where the bodies of the victims had decomposed over the centuries. An archaeologist named Giuseppe Fiorelli had a brilliant, if macabre, idea. He treated these voids like molds. Carefully, his team drilled small holes into the cavities and poured in liquid plaster. They let it set and then painstakingly chipped away the surrounding ash. What emerged was unimaginable, perfect ghostly white casts of the people of Pompeii, frozen in their final, agonized moments. The plaster figures tell a story more powerful than any history book. We see a mother, her body arched over her child in a final, futile attempt to shield them. We see a man, his hands held up to his face, as if to ward off the coming inferno. We see a dog, contorted on its back, chained to a post, unable to escape. And perhaps most famously, we see the figures known as the Two Maidens, long believed to be two women, but recent scans revealed they were two men, possibly lovers, locked in one final poignant embrace. These aren't just ruins or artifacts. They are the ghosts of a single day, captured with chilling precision. They force us to look into the face of history, to feel the terror and despair of people who lived and died 2,000 years ago. The discovery of these casts transformed archaeology forever. Pompeii was no longer just an ancient site. It was a human tragedy, a graveyard where the echoes of the dead still cry out from the earth. You would think that after centuries of excavation, Pompeii would have given up all its secrets, but you'd be wrong. In fact, the most tantalizing mysteries may still be hidden, buried even deeper beneath the ash. Modern technology, like ground-penetrating radar and 3D laser scanning, is revealing a whole new layer to the city that has never been seen before. Recent scans suggest the existence of a network of underground tunnels beneath the luxurious villas. What were they for? Were they escape routes, secret passageways for forbidden activities, or something else entirely? Even more compelling are the discoveries being made within newly unearthed homes. Archaeologists have found rooms with walls covered in bizarre frescoes, depicting strange rituals and ceremonies that don't match any known Roman religious practices. They found objects inscribed with symbols that no historian can decipher. This has led to some wild theories. Could the elite of Pompeii have been involved in secret cults or mystery religions? Some scholars speculate that as the eruption began, the city's priests and mystics weren't just praying, they were performing powerful forbidden rites. Were they trying to appease the angry spirit of the mountain? Or, as some fringe theories suggest, were they trying to awaken ancient gods, hoping their divine power could stop the apocalypse unfolding around them? We are finding evidence of a hidden, spiritual world in Pompeii, a world of magic and superstition that existed right alongside the city as public life of politics and pleasure. The deeper we dig, the more it seems the true story of Pompeii has only just begun to be told. Pompeii is so much more than a tragic archaeological site. It is a profound and unsettling message from the past. It's a time capsule that shows us, in stark detail, how a vibrant, sophisticated society, at the height of its power and glory, can be utterly annihilated in the blink of an eye. The perfectly preserved streets, the loaves of bread still in the ovens, the ghostly figures of its people, they all serve as a powerful reminder of the fragility of life. They remind us that everything we build, everything we value can vanish in a heartbeat. But there's another, more mysterious lesson here. With every new discovery of strange rituals and undecipherable symbols, Pompeii asks us a question. Are there forces in this world that we don't understand? And are some secrets better left buried? As we continue to peel back the layers of ash, we might find that the eruption of Vesuvius didn't just bury a city, it sealed away knowledge and practices that were never meant for our eyes. Perhaps some things are meant to stay buried. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the heart of history's most famous disaster. If you're fascinated by the secrets of the past, make sure to subscribe to Mystery Vault and ring that notification bell. We're always digging for the truth, because here, the past never truly dies. We'll see you in the next investigation.